JJ the CPA here, hope you're doing well. Hey, listen, so if you need the EIDL, you need to get after it right now. I can't stress it enough. But the one thing I want to make sure you have in hand and available to you when you go to apply, and is most key, is your tax return, your most recently filed tax return. And the reason for that is that when you're applying for this loan with the SBA, they're using the information that you're giving them and they're matching it up with the Social Security Administration, they're matching it up with the Internal Revenue Service, right? The other governmental agencies. And so when they ask things like the business name, it needs to be exactly as what you have on your tax return. Your EIN, of course, would need to match, but then the address, the business start date. So get that tax return in your hands, and then when you're going through, I've got on my website, no booby traps, it's absolutely free, and when I know you hear that, you think, oh, what's the catch? None. So jjthecpahelp.com, I've got a page, EIDL, and on there I've put together kind of a friendly list of things that you would want to have available when applying. Make sure you're only going to SBA.gov. One of the big things that it's going to ask, that it might trip you up when you get to it, but you can't let it, and if you're prepared, you won't get tripped up, which is this. It wants your last 12 months from 1/31/2020 of your total income and total expenses. They call it cost of goods sold for your business. What does that really mean? They want 12 months of income, 12 months of cost of goods sold, which is your total expenses, from 2/1/19 to 1/31/20. Okay, if you're already sweating and freaking out, you can, in my opinion, you can use an estimate as long as you think it is close as possible. Now, if you can just go to QuickBooks and run the date. Now, I'll tell you this right now, if you're gonna start blowing up whoever's doing your books, there's no time for that. There is no time for you to hurry and get a bunch of bank statements and wait for somebody to enter it in, and then you're freaking out and you're upset and you're stressing the whole world out. You don't have time for that, okay? You need to apply, and you gotta do it now. So you're gonna need to figure out an intelligent way for your business to figure out what is the income during that period of time. If you gotta estimate it, if you have to use just 2019, but I'm telling you right now, it better be as close as possible. But if you don't get after this, then you might miss out, because we know that the money ran out. When it was replenished, it wasn't replenished anywhere near PPP. It's got about 1/10 of what PPP has. So at the end of this, I've got a link. You're gonna see it pop up to various videos related to the EID. So check that out and go to the videos that I've got talking about the different kinds of EIDLs, the grant, how to use it, how to apply. I have a very detailed video that goes on much longer through some of what I just talked to you about. So you'll see a link to that one as well. So, all right, hey, thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. I've got good info that I'm dropping at least once a day and things like this. So this just came out, and under my calculations, I think I was the first one to put a video out indicating that it was open right now today. Within the hour, I was putting down a video. That's why you'd want to subscribe. I was live answering questions when I was able to announce, thank you to Russell McDonald, I was able to announce that the portal was open within minutes of it opening. So if you're not subscribed, you need to be, so you won't miss out. All right, hey, don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me.